My name's Ken Hackathorn. I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about the FTA, Firearms Trainers Association. And a little background. The founders of FTA, myself, Larry Vickers, Dave Spalding, Jeff Gonzalez, and Scott Reedy, are all firearms instructors from a wide spectrum of the market. Everybody involved has been at it for a long time, do it professionally, do it for a living, and we've learned a few things. And one of the issues that came up early on, most of us have recognized, is if you're in this business, you have to have liability insurance. And candidly, in the past, the available sources of insurance have not always been ideal for our purposes. And to make it real simple, most insurance companies that provide liability insurance for firearms instructors basically have a guideline that's based upon NRA firearms training. And a lot of that is because when they formed the businesses, that's the only form of firearms training that was recognized. So they've written a lot of their requirements around the fact that you must or generally have to teach a firearms training program that replicates or follows the NRA format. You know, life's about change. Some things we don't like, some things are for the best. But firearms training in America has changed dramatically. You know, I've been at it now for 40-some years, and I've seen tremendous changes over that time frame. But again, I don't teach the same stuff I did 40 years ago or 4 years ago. As we learn new things and more valid things about firearms training, particularly from the self-defense standpoint, you make changes. And in many ways, there was no format, insurance-wise, that would cover you as a firearms trainer that would replicate or represent what current self-defense small arms training is about. So when we got together, the founders, one of the things we talked about is we need a liability insurance program that's quite realistic. Understand, if you're a traveler, and by a traveler I mean you're somebody that doesn't teach at your local area. You get on a plane or get in a vehicle and you drive someplace to teach a class. Most of the places you go in America today, whether they're gun clubs or shooting ranges, one of the requirements for you to teach there, you have to have liability insurance, generally $1 million. And you got to provide proof of that before you're allowed to use the facility, which means you got to have insurance. Now, I recognize that a lot of people that are in the firearms training business today are uninsured. They teach in their own local facility. Sometimes the local range picks up the liability insurance as part of their package. A lot of people just literally are doing it with no insurance coverage. To think that there aren't liabilities involved in this business is a bit naive. Plus, when you go to these different, whether it be gun clubs or ranges, and they want proof, they want what they call certificate of insurance, the COI, proof that you have it. You have to have your insurance carrier provide that information before they'll allow you to teach there. So looking at all that, one of the things that we discussed was how do we address the modern needs from a product liability standpoint as far as instructors insurance. And the end result, based upon the founding members and a great deal of input from Kyle Sweet and his history with CCW Safe program, it was agreed that we would look into and develop a plan that would allow firearms instructors to get insurance at a reasonable rate. And besides just selling you insurance, there would be added benefits. We would give you some insight, training tips, experience. If you look at the experience based upon everybody that's a founder, most of us have seen about everything that can happen or will happen in the training field. So we're going to, as part of the policy, when you buy the insurance, you're also going to be able to access information from the founders and exchange of information that are going to be tips or helpful information to you as a firearms instructor as far as how to structure your training and make it easier and make it safer. FTA is an effort to provide you with realistic, valid liability insurance and a source of information that you can utilize in your business. For the price, it's a bargain. You need to check it out.